already know just where I be, dog. I ain't being cocky, but Philly what I'm reppin'. Watch me check it like it's hockey. I ain't tryna get it twisted. If you get it, then you got me. If you with it, cool. If not, I'll treat you like a Tamagotchi. I'ma let you down point. Yeah, I never disappoint.
What's going on, guys? JHoyt back with you today. Welcome back to part number 2 of the Young Superstars Challenge. Now, if you guys don't remember what this video is, if you guys want to go watch the first episode, go ahead and do so. But basically, here's what we're doing. So let's go to our team so that way you guys can see it. But we basically took all of the best young superstars or young, really good players in the league. We put them on one team, and our goal is to win the Stanley Cup this year. We're not doing any farther than this. We're not playing it out like a normal BGM mode. We're just simply doing a challenge, right? Young superstars, can they win the Stanley Cup? So first line, you see it, everything there, 1 through 4 lines. We have swapped it up since we started, and if it doesn't go in go in order by overall, it's because that's how they're playing this year. Like if you look at like Ratnanen, right? He only has 23 points this year, whereas a guy like Clayton Keller, who started the year on our 4th line, is that 38? Yeah, 38. So you know what I mean? Like it kind of. We've switched it up a little bit so that way it kind of matches up with how they're playing this year. Let's go to defense really quick. On defense, you can see it there. Our top 4 pretty much stayed the same. We've swapped on a couple of guys, not really anything too crazy. But this is our team. I mean, nothing really too crazy. Just, the young superstars in the league. And our goaltenders, the young guys there. We have no one scratched, and we're not using anyone from our AHL team. No trades, nothing like that. We ended last episode with a record of 31, 14, and 5. And we sit, I believe, on top, of the Pacific Division. We only have one other team really in contention that's like right on our tail with San Jose. But then we also have Vegas, Anaheim, and obviously the rest of our division that obviously won a spot in the playoffs. And I believe we're first in the, we're second in the West right now behind Nashville. So we have a really good race going. We're not first in the league, which is kind of surprising. But Pittsburgh has actually taken that spot, which it's kind of surprising, but kind of not. But we ended off on February 1st, right before, I guess, like a month before the trade deadline. But like I said before, we're not making any trades. We're not changing our team at all. No trades, no nothing. But let's get into it. Let's go to the end of the regular season here. And we start this simulation with a loss against San Jose. That's not good, especially when they're right behind us in the division. So something you don't want to see, obviously, but I think we do get a rematch there. I think in March, if I remember correctly. But all right, we got some wins against some Western teams in Vegas and Dallas. However, we lost against Nashville and St. Louis, so not good. Haven't really been playing that well this month. I mean, geez. Shootout win versus Vancouver. I don't remember Vancouver doing that well, so I'm kind of surprised about that one. Big game against Winnipeg here, right before the trade deadline. And I can't tell if we won or not. We lost 5-2. All right, so we need a win to get some of these games against, the Western Conference, because we need to kind of boost our points here. What are we saying in March? Loss against Detroit. All right, 1-0 win. That's kind of like a rare game you actually see. It's like a 1-0 game. But all right, we're on a little bit of a streak here. 3-game win streak. 4-game win streak. I mean, if we don't count that shootout loss, I mean, we're on a, what's that, 6-game point streak? I guess, is that a thing people call it? 7-game? 8-game. All right. This is the run we needed right here. And then we lose against New Jersey. So either way, that's a great little run. 8 games straight, and we get all but 1 point out of all those games. So it's huge. And can we hit 50? Got to win the last 2 games against Winnipeg, and we lose. All right, so 49, 25, and 8. So still a fantastic season. I'm kind of surprised that we didn't hit 50 wins. I mean, we're very close, obviously. But, the team we have, I mean, regardless, like, we didn't do any of the lines or anything. But still, like, we got some of the best players in the game. But let's go look at the stats before we head into the playoffs. So while we clinched the conference, I think that Z is what that means. So our top line of Laine, McDavid, and Draisaitl, all point per game. Absolutely fantastic to see. And that's a lot of goals from our first line as well. I mean, we have, is that 100? No, it's not 100. Is that, I think it's 90. 90 goals from just our first line, if I can math correctly. 70. Yeah, 90 goals combined. Had to count it out real quick because it was kind of cool. But that's a lot of points from our first line. That is, I mean, that's just incredible. Second line, though, of Matthews, Keller, and Marner. You know, it goes right down in order. I think this is our third line of Pasternak, Aho, and Eichel. So, I mean, it kind of, the production drops down. But, I mean, almost everyone with 30-plus points. 2 points off for Barzal. But still, he's playing the fourth line with Nylander and Ratinen. But, hey, that's nothing to look away from. I mean, everyone kind of did their part in our team. On defense, McAvoy led the way with 30 points. Everyone kind of did decent. I mean, I can't really complain about anyone there. Everyone went plus. No one really took a crazy amount of penalty minutes. I mean, yeah, 60, 63 is a lot. But, hey, it doesn't kind of really matter. We did well regardless. In the goaltenders department, Saros, big 37-win season. You know, 0.921, that's not bad. 2.27 is not bad either. 0.913, that's good. And, you know, these numbers aren't bad. I mean, you know, I'd like, obviously, to have a little bit less losses on the side of Demko. Like, if he was like a 12-5 type of thing, I think I would have liked it a little bit better. But technically, he went 12-13 in total. So, I mean, he has good stats, don't get me wrong. But, you know, Saros kind of carried the way, so I was kind of looking for a little bit more from Demko. But hey, we made it to the playoffs regardless. Let's go check out the standings real quick and see where everyone left off. In the Pacific Division, we ended up on top with 106 points. We clinched the conference as well. And then the rest of the, teams, I think all these guys, maybe except for Calgary, I don't think they were there for a little bit, but it looks like Anaheim and Vegas kind of trailed off at the end of the year there. So they must have had a few losses too many at the end. But since we clinched our conference, let's go see the conference and see the teams we'll be facing off in the playoffs. So we got us, obviously, St. Louis, Nashville, San Jose, Calgary, Winnipeg, Dallas, and the LA Kings. Something I'm kind of noticing real quick is, you know, if you look at our goals for, obviously we have a crazy team, but even if you look at like St. Louis with 256, having 196 goals for and being fourth in the conference is actually incredible. So, I mean, they got through, I don't want to say luckily, but, I mean, without scoring so many goals, I mean, it was kind of surprising. Let's go take a quick look at the Eastern Conference. Kind of no surprise here. This Pittsburgh Penguins on top. 121 points for them. 55, 16, and 11. That's incredible. So it looks like they clinched the league in a sense with 121 points. Overall wise, Pittsburgh on top with 121 points. Tampa Bay Lightning in second with 111. And then we're in third with 106. So regardless of what happens this year, you know, we came in third overall in points. But, I mean, Pittsburgh and Tampa Bay have absolutely, you know, insane teams. So I can't really blame them, you know, kind of blame them for it. But Pittsburgh's on top, 55 wins, like I said. But let's go through the stats. Goals for. We're number 3. We're on top of goals for, only by 8. But it looks like, you know, the teams that should have been up, were up here. Except for, like, Carolina and Philadelphia. I don't know how they scored so many goals and somehow made it up in the top of the goals for department. Goals against, we are, okay, we're still, what is this? How many are there? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so this is top 8. So we are in 7th. Okay, actually tied for 7th. But still, regardless, I mean, top 8. Top 8 goals against is, you know, it's a great stat. Don't get me wrong. Goals against per game. I forgot to do goals for per game. Let's go to that real quick. Goals for per game, we were on top, 3.28. Goals against per game, we were in 7th as well. Power play goals, we were first. So we're just scoring all over the place. We led by 5. Power play percentage, we were on top. I mean, not really surprised with how many goals we scored. Then, let's see, what's the next one? Penalty kill percentage. All right, so we are not in the top 8 for this one. Looks like Pittsburgh's up there. Where are we? So our penalty kill wasn't that great. So we were at 82.6%. So that's still good. But, I mean, all these percentages are so close. I mean, 86 and where we were is... What did I say we were? 82? 82.6. So within, what did I say, 4? Yeah, within 4% of the lead. So, I mean, that's really, really good. Don't get me wrong. That's really, really good. Showing us 4. I guess we'll check that as well. We were not there as far as goals for in the shorthanded position. And then we should go back here. Checking out our home and away stats here. At home, we are 24, 15, and 2. Away, 25, 10, and 6. And the last 10, we are 6 and 4. If you look at a team like Pittsburgh, they having crazy numbers up here. Who had the worst home record? The Islanders. I don't know why. That's kind of funny, though. And then the worst away record was Ottawa. So... First, I guess let's look at this one, and Montreal. So, hey, I mean, some people struggle in certain places, I get that, but hey, you got to do well all the time to be in the playoff race. We're not going to turn injuries, only because I want to keep, obviously, our team as it is, because I don't want to use anyone from the AHL, so we're not going to turn injuries, but we are going to turn off goalie rotations, that way Saros stays in. And then we'll get into the first round and see who we're playing. Let's see who we're facing in the first round of the playoffs. We are facing the LA Kings. So, alright. Let's get right into it. If you guys never watched any of my franchise mode series, we're going to kind of go through it one by one, kind of go through the game and see what happens. So, it looks like the last time we faced them was right at the beginning of April, and we ended up losing. So, hopefully we can turn that result around and actually come out on top of this one. But looks like we're on top early on here. 10-3 in shots with the early power play. I mean, we were the best power play, so we should have scored. But hey, can't always get them. But looks like we're ending the first period. Oh, late goal by Austin Matthews. 17 seconds left on Jonathan Quick. Let's get into the second period. Ooh. Emerson Edom scores on Saros, you know, just as quick as anyone in the game. But it looks like Nylander gets a goal, quickly followed by Jeff Carter. But all right, I mean, it's a good close back and forth game. You love to see it. We have another late goal in store. No, we don't. But let's get into the third period. All tied up 2-2. It's going back and forth, and it's still going back and forth. Clayton Keller with his first of the playoffs. What are we saying, team? 10 minutes left. We're up by 1. You love to see this by our team. 5 minutes left here. 3, 2, late power play, late penalty kill, and we take it. Okay, so with a late empty netter there by Patrick Laine with 2 seconds left, we end up taking the game. Game number 1, 4-2. 3 stars of the game: Clayton Keller, Saros, and Nylander. Good job, boys. It's kind of going great. We got a goal in each period, except for in the third period we had 2. Game number 2. Let's get into it. First period time. Early power play for LA, I should say. And looks like the shots are a little bit more balanced off the start of the game. The number 1 ranked power play in the world has been 0 for 2 so far, at least that I've seen. But I haven't really been paying that close of attention to it. But first period wrapping up there, no score. Let's get straight into the second period because I want some score from our team. On the power play, a long power play. Added with the 5-on-3. Come on, boys. We were 5-on-3 for like 4 minutes. Actually, we might have been like 2 minutes. But that first power play was long. It looks like Alex Martinez gets the first goal for LA. Putting them up 1-0 late in the second. Less than a minute. Third period time. Come on, boys. We got to come back in this one. I mean, we're still up 1-0 in the series. But we'd love to obviously just sweep them 4-0 and have no big issues. But it looks like our power play is just not doing well. That's really weird because, you know, we had the number 1 power play during the season. You know, the most goals, most power plays, and everything. But it looks like that was Anze Kopitar with the second goal of the game. 2 minutes left. It looks like LA is going to be taking game number 2. 3 stars, most likely all from LA. Yep. Quick, Kopitar, and Martinez. You know, you hate to see it, but you know what? You can't win every game. You can't win everything. But what we can win is game number 3. Let's get straight into it. Looks like our AHL team is actually still playing in the regular season, which is kind of cool, I guess. But alright, game number 3. Let's get into it this time. And, oh, early penalty kill for us. Why? So it looks like they're jumping ahead on the opportunities straight off the rip of the game. A second power play for LA. Nothing happening on either of them. Shots are, you know, completely unbalanced, but it was only because of the power play. You know, I guess the dual power plays. However, Clayton Keller, his first of the night, later in the first period. Going into the second period, 1-0. You love to see that by the guy that started on the 4th line this year and made his way up to the 2nd line. And has been playing well ever since then. Sebastian Aho with the 2nd of the game. Not his 2nd, but the 2nd goal of the game on Jonathan Quick. You know, those early power plays that we had to kind of come against was huge. But Austin Matthews likes to go huge even more with his goal. I'm kind of losing track of all the goals here. Where were we? So we... Oh my gosh, third period time, but let's go back and get the goals. So we got Sebastian Aho and Matthews scored 2 back-to-back goals. Can he complete the hat trick before the end of the game? 4-0, most likely is out of reach there. But can Matthews get his 3rd of the game to complete the hat trick? So far he can't. Connor McDavid gets his first. There it is, Austin Matthews with the hat trick. You love to see that. Looks like they switched goalies on the 5th goal. You love to see that from the team. Actually, like an absolute fantastic performance. 3 stars of the game. Matthews with the hat trick. 3 goals, 1 assist, so a 4-point night. Clayton Keller with a 4-point night of his own on the 2nd line with Matthews. You love to see that from the team. A huge game 3, putting them up 2-1. Here we go. Massive game 4 here. Can we go up 3-1 and put this series on the ropes and put it out of reach? Let's do it. Massive shot performance so far from our team. However, goalie gets the first goal, followed by Kovalchuk, and then quickly followed by Kovalchuk yet again, making it 3-0. So they had 2 shots when the 2nd goal went in. Now they have 13, and they're leading 4-0. Kovalchuk completes the hat trick. Looks like they put Demko in to get this one. So we went from a massive 6-goal performance to then allowing 4 goals here in game 4. I just don't get it. What happened to the team that happened yesterday? I mean, we were just absolutely dominating. Draisaitl gets one back. But what happened? 6-goal performance from our team. Matthews with the hat trick. And then, for whatever reason, game 4 here. I don't know how to pronounce that exactly. I don't know. I'm not even going to try, even though I just did. But that guy gets the 5th goal of the game. Most likely got to reach with 2 minutes left here in game 4. Same guy scores again, a 6-goal performance from the LA Kings. However, I think we did a little bit better because we got the complete shutout. But Kovalchuk, 3 stars of the game. Doughty and Quick. So dang, I mean, we had a great game 3, but then game 4 came along, and then we just didn't show up. I don't know what it was, but hey, game 5, this game is a turning point. It's now a best of 3. It's now a best of 3. That's all we gotta think about. We have 2 games left to win. 2. But there's 3 games left if needed. So we at least have to go to game 6. But let's finish it in game 6. Let's not wait till game 7. Let's not wait for some late night heroics. Let's just win the dang game. Let's get it. Game number 5. Like I said, it's an absolutely crucial game for our team. And Dustin, oh my gosh, who was that? Was that Dustin Brown? I think it was Dustin Brown. Yeah, Dustin Brown with a goal on Saros, followed by Patrick Laine getting his goal. That was the wrong button, but looks like we got 2 goals in the second period. Eichel and Draisaitl. You'll love to see that one. Camilleri gets a goal for the LA Kings, making it a 1-goal game. McDavid with his goal, 4-2 in favor of our team of the young superstars. Clayton Keller showing up yet again, his second, I think, of the postseason. You know, the last couple of games, there's been a lot of goals scored, and I'm just glad we have 12 out of them. But 3 stars of the game, Draisaitl, Eichel, and Saros. So you love to see it. Game 6, we can bring it home. Even though we're away, we're going to bring it home. Let's get through it. So let's just simulate right to the third period. Let's just skip straight through the first and second periods. Get rid of that. So let's go to goals. So Doughty gets the first goal of the game. Marner getting, I think, his first of the postseason. And Keller, his second goal in at least 2 games. Is at least second goal in the last 2 games. But let's get into it. Third period time. Can we close it out here? I almost just thought Jonathan Quick just got a goal, but no. I read it wrong. But power play. 5-on-3 turns into a 5-on-4. Doesn't do anything. Can we bring the first round home back to Burnaby with the Burnaby Aces? 2-1 late in the game. We end up taking the first round of the playoffs against the LA Kings. Saros first star, Keller second, and Quick with the third star. I think what I'm going to do is go through the second round and third round a little bit quicker if we get to the third round, that is, of course. Just a little bit quicker just for time because I don't want to have to spend like 9 hours editing. But looks like our HL team's in the playoffs. Again, cool. But who are we facing in the second round? We're facing Calgary. Alright, so they're 4-1. But first game, we win 4-3. You'll love to see that. Second game, or game 2, we lose 2-1. So it looks like it's going to be a close series. 1-goal games in both games so far. Game 3, overtime winner, putting us up 2-1 in the series. Calgary, again, 3-1. Can we finish it here and put it home a game sooner than we did in LA? And we end up losing 4-2. So, alright. So, we only are 1 game away from taking it home. Can we do it again in game number 6? Overtime winner. I don't know who scored, obviously. But we take it home yet again. 4-2 in both series so far. Moving on to round number 3. Our face-off against the Nashville Predators. I believe they were second in the conference. But alright, let's get through it. Game number 1. We lose 4-0. We didn't even show up that game. Alright, game number 2. 3-2. Perfect. Bring it back. Even simpler. Even up the series. Game 3. Absolutely huge. We win it again. 3-2. Goes up 2-1. Still in Nashville. We lose 4-2. So alright, going 2-2. Game 5. I think it's yet again. Can we bring it home? Game 5, go up 3-2. We go 3-2 in the game as well. Game 6 is a Game 6 heroics yet again. It is 4-1. And I don't think anyone would have predicted this one. Obviously, complete sarcasm, but the Pittsburgh Penguins were facing off in the Stanley Cup Finals. Did anyone predict this one? Probably not. But either way, let's get through it. Game number 1, we lose 3-1. Second game, we lose 5-3. So, alright, we need to shut them down here. We're going back home. 3-1. Alright, so it's 2-1 now in favor of Pittsburgh. Game 3, we win, or I guess that was game 4. 4-2, evening up the series at 2-2, heading to a crucial game 5 in Pittsburgh. Let's get into it. Game 5. We win 6-3. I'm going to actually simulate how I did before here in game number 6. Can we do it? Can we win the Stanley Cup right here in game number 6? Let's do it again. If we get to the point where we're leading with late in the game with like a minute or 2 left, I'll put it into the game with CPU versus CPU, and we'll watch it out. But we have I think that was a very long power play. So that was interesting. All right, 0-0 game heading into the second period. Another power play. Have we scored a power play goal yet? It looks like right there it is. Clayton Keller puts one past Matt Murray from an actually incredible angle. All right, quickly followed by Crosby from the blue line. Probably one of those skate over blue line and wrist shots it. But all right, 1-1 here. 3 minutes left here in the second period. 1 minute left. Heading to the third period. Could this be any closer in this series? The two best teams in the league, Matthew Barzal, our fourth line center. We get another one. Connor McDavid puts one past Matt Murray. Another power play for us. It's looking good. We kind of have momentum right now. We're kind of outplaying them in a sense. All right, though. Can't think too quick, though. Malkin gets one back. Makes it 3-2. A one-goal lead. 2 minutes left. 1 minute left. Let's go into the game. CPU versus CPU. And see if we can finish it off in the third period. Minute 22 left in the third period. Can Pittsburgh come back? Oh, we got a fast-paced game. What is this? All right, big hit on Laine. Ekblad gets the puck. Moves up to Laine. Skates into the offensive zone. Curls back. Throws it to the slot. To McDavid. And somehow it ends up on Murray's stick. And puts it in a safe position. 52 seconds left. Looks like the guy is getting the Stanley Cup out. Putting it on the table. Because it's close to being ours. Look at how beautiful it is. You're looking the wrong way. You're not facing the correct way. You're literally staring down a tunnel instead of at the game. Oh, look at our mascot. Didn't customize anything, by the way. So that's why everything is the default jerseys. McDavid wins the faceoff back to who I think that was Hannafin, and shoots it. It's such a fast-paced game. Jeez. Letang puts it in the zone to Crosby. Pittsburgh pulls their goalie. Schultz back to Kessel. Shot on net. McAvoy bringing it out. Passes it over to Werenski. Up to Laine. Over the red line. McDavid into the offensive zone. Empty net goal. 4-2. The captain of our team. The franchise. Our mascot. Name mascot. Can we bring it home? I just realized I didn't have game sound playing in my ear. Absolutely fantastic. I think that's probably the weakest wrist shot I have ever seen. But hey, I also can't skip this because I'm not actually playing in the game, which is super annoying. But hey, you gotta love our arena, all the default colors. But alright, can we bring it home? 4-2, 30 seconds left. McDavid wins the face-off. Puck gets up to Werenski or Keller or whoever that is. Deep in the zone, Crosby up to Mata. Kessel to Hornquist over the blue line. Empty net goal yet again. Mata behind the net. Kessel shot. Rebound by Mata. Malkin to Marner. Picks it off. Keller over the red line. To Marner. Back to Keller. Another shot. Another goal. And I think it's possible, realistically, time-wise, but it's pretty much impossible because it's a 3-goal game with 4 seconds left. So you have to score 1 goal a second to even be close. So I'm just going to say it right now. The Burnaby Aces, or if you want to call them the Young Superstars, have won the Stanley Cup. So the challenge that I put forth with our team, get all the best young superstars on one team, see how they do. It looks like it's a great challenge. I mean, all the young superstars absolutely came up strong. I think it was our really strong forward group, and then we had, a really good top 4, and then, a goaltender that didn't play terrible. So we had kind of everything we really needed. But let's watch the boys celebrate in our default jerseys with, they're just so bad. I mean, it wasn't really for anything for, customization-wise. I just wanted to get the challenge done. But look at the boys celebrate. I mean, I would love to see the stats afterwards, who did what in the playoffs. I know Keller came up strong in a few games. McDavid, I think, was right along, probably with a lot more assists and goals. But look at the boys. I mean, the two top teams ended up facing in the finals, which is how it should be. But, once you're in the playoffs, anything can happen. Saros right there in the middle, leading the way. McDavid first in line. Giving the handshake line, Malkin and Jack Johnson. Leading the way through the group there. Saros leading the way as well. Patrick Laine, the same animation I've seen a million times now. Who even is number 25 for us? Who's number 25? Playoff MVP. Looks like it's going to Connor McDavid, the Conn Smythe. 9 goals, 15 assists for a total of 25 points, or 24, whatever I just counted. You love to see that. Kind of no surprise. I mean, he's our franchise player for a reason. The two guys bringing out the trophy that our team wants more than the Conn Smythe. That is the Stanley Cup. So Connor McDavid, the franchise, our captain, go get it and bring it home to all of our fantastic fans back in Burnaby. But there it is. The Stanley Cup winners, the Burnaby Aces, or the Young Superstars Challenge, whichever you guys wanted to say. But as we watch watch the boys celebrate, I'll kind of wrap this video up. So if you guys want to see more challenges like this, I do have a couple in mind already. So if you guys want to see them, let me know down in the comment section below. Let me know what you want to see, and I will try to make it. And hopefully you guys did enjoy this challenge. It was an absolutely fantastic, idea that I had. And like I said, I got a couple ideas waiting behind the scenes. But I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit the like button down below. Comment what you guys want in the next part of this kind of challenge series I kind of want to do. And let me know what you guys want to see in the challenge. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. And as always, guys, we will see you next time.
I want you forever, even when we're not together. Scars on my body so I can take you wherever. Like, I want you forever, even when we're not together. Scars on my body, I can look at you and